गोपी जनवल्लभ गिरिवरधाम यशोदनन्दन व्रजजनरञ्जन यमुनातीरावनचारी जय राधा माधव कुंज बिहारी गोपीजन वल्लभ गिरिवरधारी यशोदनन्दन व्रज जनरञ्जन यमुनातीरवनचारी जय राधा माधव कुंज बिहारी गोपीजन वल्लभ गिरिवरधारी यशोदानन्दन व्रज जनरञ्जन यशोदनन्दन व्रज जनरञ्जन यमुनातीरवनचारी जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद गदाधर श्रीवासादि भक्तवृंद जय कृष्ण Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Ram Rama, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Jai Radha Damodar Radha Damodar Shri Radha Prabhupada Prabhupada जय श्री श्री राधा दामोदर की, जगत गुरु श्रील प्रभुपाद की जय। निताय गौर प्रेमानंदे हरि हरि। ओम नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय। ओम नमो वासुदेवाय। ओम नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय। वासुदेवाय। ओम नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय। ओम नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय। नारायणं नमस्कृत्य नारायणं नमस्कृतं नरं चैव नरोत्तमं देवीं सरस्वती व्यासं ततो जयामुदीरये। नष्टप्रायेषु अभद्रेषु नित्यं भागवत सेवया भगवते उत्तमश्लोके भक्तिर्भवति नैष्ठिकी. So we are reading from Srimad Bhagavatam, Canto 7, Chapter 4, Text 21 is today's verse. Tasyogra Danda Samvignaha Sarve Lokaha Sapalakaha Anyatra Labdha Sharanah Sharanam Yayu Achyutam Tasyogradanda Samvignaha Sarve Loka Sapalakaha Anyatra Labdha Sharanaha Sharanam Yayurachyutyam Tasyogradanda Samvignaha Sarve Loka Sapalakaha Anyatra Labdha Sharanaha Sharanam Yayurachyutam Tasyogradanda Samvignaha Sarve Loka Sapalakaha Anyatra Labdha Sharanaha Sharanam Yayurachyutam. Today's great. Tasyogradanda Samvignaha Sarve Loka Sapalakaha Anyatra Labdha Sharana Sharanam Yayurachyutam. Word by word meaning, translation and part by Srila Prabhupada, Srila Prabhupada ki Jai. Word meaning, Tasya of him, Hiranyakashipu. Ugradanda by the very fearful chastisement. Chastisement, sorry. Samvignaha disturbed. Sarve all. Lokaha the planets. Sapalakaha with their principal rulers. Anyatra anywhere else. Alabdha not obtaining. Sharanaha shelter. Sharanam for shelter. Yayuhu approached. Achyutam the Supreme Personality of Godhead. Translation. Everyone, including the rulers of the various planets, was extremely distressed because of the severe punishment inflicted upon them by Hiranyakashipu. Fearful and disturbed, unable to find any other shelter, they at last surrendered to the Supreme Personality of Godhead, Vishnu. Purport. Lord Krishna says in Bhagavad Gita 5:29, Bhoktaram yagya tapasam sarva loka maheshwaram suridam sarva bhutanam gyatva mam shantam rachati. The sage is knowing me as the ultimate purpose of all sacrifices and austerities, the supreme lord of all planets and demigod, and the benefactor of all, well-wisher of all living entities, attain peace from the pangs of material miseries. The Supreme Personality of Godhead, Krishna, is actually the best friend of everyone. In a condition of distress or misery, one wants to seek shelter of a well-wishing friend. The well-wishing friend of the perfect order is Lord Sri Krishna. Therefore, all the inhabitants of the various planets, being unable to find any other shelter, were obliged to seek shelter at the lotus feet of the Supreme Friend. If from the very beginning we seek shelter of the Supreme Friend, there will be no cause of danger. It is said that if a dog is swimming in the water and one wants to cross the ocean by catching hold of the dog's tail, certainly he is foolish. Similarly, if in distress one seeks shelter of a demigod, he is foolish, for his effort will be fruitless. In all circumstances, one should seek shelter of the Supreme Personality of Godhead. Then there will be no danger under any circumstances. ॐ अज्ञानतिमिरान्धस्य ज्ञानञ्जनशलाकया चक्षुरुन्मिलितं येन तस्मै श्रीगुरुवे नमः श्रीचैतन्यमनोभीष्टं स्थापितं येन भूतले स्वयं रूपः कदा मह्यं ददाति स्वपदान्तिकम् वन्देऽहं श्रीगुरो श्रीयुतपदकमलं श्रीगुरून् वैष्णवांश्च श्रीरूपं साग्रजातं सगुणरघुनाथान्वितं तं सजीवम् साद्वैतं सावधूतं परिजनसहितं कृष्णचैतन्यदेवं श्रीराधाकृष्णपादान् सहगणललिता श्रीविशाखान्वितांश्च हे कृष्णकरुणा सिन्धु दीनबन्धु जगत्पते गोपेश गोपिकान्त राधाकान्त नमस्तुते तप्तकाञ्चन गौराङ्गी राधे वृन्दावनेश्वरी वृषभानुसुते देवी प्रणमामि हरिप्रिय वाञ्छाकल्पतरुभ्यश्च कृपा सिन्धुभ्यैव च पतितानां पावनेभ्यो वैष्णवेभ्यो नमो नमः जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर शिवासादि गौर भक्तवृंद हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे तस्योग्रदण्डसंविघ्नः सर्वे लोकाः सपालकाः अन्यत्र लब्ध शरणं ययुरच्युत. Everyone, including the rulers of the various planets, was extremely distressed because of the severe punishment inflicted upon them by Hiranyakashipu. Fearful and disturbed, unable to find any other shelter, they at last surrendered to the Supreme Personality of Godhead, Vishnu. This is the normal nature of a human being, and we can find so many examples in the Shastra that at first people they try to protect themselves by their own potency, by their own capabilities, because they believe that I can protect myself. If you look in a context of Queen Draupadi from Mahabharata, we will see that when Dushashan was trying to disrespect her by pulling her cloth from her body, at first she was looking towards her husband, wife husband, that they may can help her, they may can protect her. They didn't because they have already lost themselves in the game of dice. Then she was looking towards Bhishma Pitama, the eldest one in that assembly. But he was bound with the throne, with the kingdom. He could not also protect her. Then she was looking at the Kripacharya and then Dronacharya, and she was thinking that they may help. Even she was requesting Dhritarashtra, but he was also failed because he was absolutely not just blind by eyes, he was blind in the love of his son. Then she was thinking, I'm Kshatrani, I'm from the warrior class, I'm strong enough to protect myself. But Dushasan was very strong. He was a mighty soldier. Then at last, when she realized that there is no way she can protect herself, then she fully surrendered to Krishna. Oh my Lord, please protect me. So this is example one should learn from the Shastra. If she would have taken shelter of Krishna, or she would have asked Krishna to protect her, she does not need to ask any of them in that assembly. This is the same situation for us. We are all thinking, I can protect myself, I can come out from this situation. But we know that our power is very, very limited. We see when the calamity happen in a nature, when the nature is punishing us, we are trying to save ourselves by so many ways. Not just normal people. I'm talking about the great personalities of this world, like the politicians, businessmen. They have so much power given by the Supreme Personality of Godhead. But at certain point, they think that I can do whatever I want, I can do. But look at this situation throughout the world. So much chaos going on. In so many countries, so many conflict. Not just in countries, so many families, so many nations, they have their own conflict. They are dealing every day. But if they will simply follow the rules which is given by the Supreme Personality of Godhead, no matter whatever religion they are following, if they will just follow their religion religiously, they can be protected by the Supreme Personality of Godhead. And here the same thing. The demigod is not a ordinary human being. They are chosen by the Supreme Personality of Godhead to deliver certain prescribed duties. Like Indra, he has a one job. The god of air, Vayudev, has a one job. They are all given the certain prescribed duty to perform. And at first they were trying to fight with Hiranyakashipu, but they were defeated. And they have no place to live. They have to run away from the heavenly planet. So then there was no way to hide, there was no place to live. Finally, they surrendered to Lord Krishna, the Supreme Personality of Godhead. So it is very, very important for even for a devotees also that how I can protect myself because padam padam yat vipadam. On every step there is a danger. So if the danger is on every step, how do I know that my next step would be or would be a last step of my life? That's very important. In Bengali, they say in Bengali, Nishashe nahi vishas. one should not even trust their own breath. Means, which one will be my last breath? I don't know. So, every breath we should utilize for Krishna's service, remembering Krishna. Like Prabhupada says, always remember Krishna, never forget Krishna. People may think that the same word, the same, sound same. Always remember Krishna, never forget Krishna. What does it mean? But when we go in a detailing of understanding, always remembering Krishna mean whatever the actions we are doing, we should always engage Krishna's mercy in that act. And if I am going to miss anything, if I'm forgetting Krishna and adding any of the action, that is dangerous step in my life, including chanting, including chanting. Like by mercy of our Guru Maharaj, our spiritual master, Vaishnav Prabhupada, we are chanting the name of the Lord. But I read somewhere which was really striking for me. It says, can your japa save you? And I was thinking, spiritual master is saying, follow four regulative principle, take Krishna Prasad, and do your rounds and do your prescribed duty given by the authority. You are safe. So how this japa cannot save me? Japa is supposed to be my shield, my armor to protect me from the effect of Maya or harm from any of the calamities. So how come Japa is not going to save me? Of course, Japa is going to save you, but there's the instructions also, there's a warning also. In one of the Vaishnava song, one line is there. Aparadha shunno hoy laho Krishna na. Aparadha shunno hoy. A person should be zero from any kind of offenses. Once my all offenses are eliminated, Loho Krishna now, when I'm chanting the name of Krishna, that Shuddha, that pure Krishna name is going to protect me. Unless until though I am chanting the name of Krishna, I will not get 100% protection. Because anarthas are accumulated in ourself, in our nature, in our character from so many previous births. Even in this life also. I have done so many things which I not should do, but I don't remember. So how to tackle those things? I have to change myself from today. At least not make any kind of offense. And the biggest offense is Vaishnava aparadha. Making offense against any of the Vaishnava or Vaishnavi. There are several kind of aparadha. Offenses are there. But at least one should not make any offense by our action, by our word, even by our thought. If I'm insulting, if I'm criticizing somebody, even in my mind, though whatever offenses we are doing in our mind, according to the Kali Yuga, according to the Shastra, is not going to bring any negative effect on me. But if I can try not to even commit those kind of offenses, even in my mind, that will be more helpful. So once my progress in a Krishna consciousness will become offenseless, then Krishna is going to protect me. Similar, our situation is similar like a Draupadi. As long as we are holding so many people going to take care of me, Krishna will just watch. Okay, let me see how long you are going to hold yourself. Unless until we are not going to surrender Krishna 100%. So Prabhupada is mentioning here, Supreme Personality of Godhead Krishna is actually the best friend of everyone. And he is giving reference from Suridam Sarvabhutana. Krishna is protector of all the living beings, not just for human, all living beings. Whoever can breathe, whoever can produce, whoever can eat and sleep, they are all living beings. And Krishna is going to protect all the living beings. In a condition of distress or misery, one wants to seek shelter of a well-wishing friend. The well-wishing friend of the perfect order is Lord Krishna. Even in the material world, we see that when we are in an adverse situation, when we are seeking some help, we are approaching to our dear friend or relatives, or according to our capacity or connections. We are going, can you please help me? This is the situation. Please help me to come out from this situation. And that person could be helpful and could not be helpful also. I was reading one quote by Radha Govinda Maharaj few days back. He was saying, if I am trying to help somebody, if I am trying to become someone's most dear and near person, it is not guaranteed that when I need the help, that person going to do me a favor. That person go against me also. Because everyone has their own capacity, they have their own understanding, they have their own situation, they have their own motive. For that reason, they are becoming my friend or becoming my enemy, except Lord Krishna. Lord Krishna is so much merciful that in any situation he is protecting his devotees. If you look at another incident from Srimad Bhagavatam, when the elephant was in the water playing with his wife and trying to please his wife and having fun time, then his leg is catched by one crocodile. At first, he was trying to protect himself. Okay, I am elephant. I can protect myself. Yes, elephant is very strong, but on a ground, not in water. In water, the crocodile is very strong. And he was even asking help from his wife. But their wife, when they saw the elephant in danger, they didn't come near to him. Why? Because they were also afraid if I go near to our husband, maybe we will be in a danger. So they all move away. So at last, elephant start remembering Krishna. Oh Krishna, please come and protect me. And and the sadhus they are saying, Vaishnavas they are saying, Acharyas they are saying, immediately Lord Krishna he appeared and with his Sudarshan he chopped the head off of the crocodile. And immediately crocodile got a celestial body and start moving towards the celestial planet. By seeing that, elephant asked Lord Krishna, oh my Lord, he was trying to kill me. You protected me. But I see he got better situation than me. He got liberated. Krishna says, of course, there is a reason because he was holding the feet of my devotee. So I must give him benediction. So this is a very interesting situation. The crocodile was going to harm elephant, but he got liberation. And even if we see the Nalakuvar in our Damodar Leela, they were mad. They were having fun with the girls in the water. And Narada Muni he cursed. But a sadhu's curse and his blessing has no difference because ultimately they are going to get the mercy of the Supreme Personality of Godhead. The result they were cursed, and the result they got mercy of Lord Krishna. And by their act, all the Vaishnava community throughout the universe, they are all getting benefit for worshipping Radha Damodar for 1 month. Especially we are remembering, we are saying thanks, we are glorifying Lord Krishna for as a Radha Damodar, Damodar Ashtakam. So ultimately, the shelter, taking shelter of the Supreme Personality is such a beneficial that no matter how much sinful we are, no matter how much fallen we are, if we are taking shelter of Krishna, Krishna is going to pick up us from that dangerous situation. We can compare Krishna's love just like a mother. No matter how much the child is dirty while he was playing outside, he's in the mud here and there. Whenever he is coming to mom, mother always chastising little. You should not be like this. Why you're making yourself dirty? Your dress is dirty, your shoes are dirty, your hands are dirty, your face is dirty. But she is not pushing the child away. She is taking the child, cleaning up, and whatever the child wants to eat, she is feeding the baby. Krishna is the same. By so many births, accumulation of so many sinful things, including in this life, so many offenses, Krishna is cleaning us through our punishment or through our severe situation. He wants us that we should really, really surrender to Him. He is not taking the polluted gold. We are all 24 karat gold, came from the spiritual planet. But in connection or in a relationship with the material world, become polluted. And if you are bringing the gold item to the jeweler, he will not give you the real price of the gold. If it is a 22 carat, if it is a 18 carat, he will give the value of that much carat of the gold as is there in that jewelry. Similarly, and to make it pure, he will put in a furnace to melt it to make it 24 karat gold. When the 24 karat is gold is there, then he will making the measurement, then he'll giving the actual price. Similarly, whatever sinful reaction I have accumulated, whatever the aparad I have done in my life, Krishna will push us through that purificatory process. When we are becoming pure, Krishna is going to accept. He's going to bring us to his planet. But before that, he is not also leaving us. It's not like I'm dirty or I'm with my all reactions. He will not reject. Just like a mother, he will not reject. He will chastise. He will put us through that process to make us clean. Then he is going to bring us to his abode. Like Prabhupada is giving one more example here, which is very nice. It is said that if a dog is swimming in the water and one wants to cross the ocean by catching hold of a dog's tail, certainly is foolish. Many people they are taking shelter of the demigod, which is which is better, which is good. At least they are not atheist. They are not criticizing any form of the Supreme Personality of Godhead or any of the representative of Supreme Personality of Godhead, like no offense against any guru, sadhu. But the best way is to come to the center of the Supreme Personality of Godhead. That is the best way. But at least if somebody is doing something religious, something pious, even that is good. Like I came to know about one community which lives nearby. I didn't know about that. They're known as a Amish. And I was surprised to know that the way they are living, so simple life. They don't use electricity, they don't use any kind of internet or anything. Even they don't eat meat and they no, they they don't drink and they don't do any illegal sex and something else was there. Like they are pious and friendly, but they eat meat. But compared to the other people who are just absolutely indulged in the sense gratification, because USA, particularly Western country, they are very much famous for drinking, illegal sex, meat eating, these all gambling, these all things are there. Go to the Las Vegas, heaven of casino, go millionaire, come empty pockets. But in the same country, one community is living and they are living so simple way. That's really surprising. So why I'm bringing this point? Because they are better than the other people who are who just starts and end with all kind of nonsense thing like drinking and illegal things, all things. So at least their lifestyle is better than those people. So if somebody is worshipping some demigod for certain result or certain favor, that is better than being atheist. Because ultimately they will come to the shelter of Supreme Personality of Godhead. But if somebody will take shelter of Supreme Personality of Godhead, he is fully protected. But still he may has to go through a severe penance or severe situation. We can take example from the Pandavas. They were always associated with Krishna. They were always remembering Krishna. Rather, Krishna was their relative. Still, they had to face so many severe situations. This is another example for us that though maybe we are very much close to Krishna, but Krishna going to test us that how much we are surrendered to Him, how much I am surrendered towards my service, how much I am committed to become a full-time devotee of the Lord. That's very important. And when somebody is taking shelter of Lord Krishna, who is Sarva Loka Maheshwaram, who is a protector of entire universe, all living being, we have to understand, we have to believe that he is going to protect me. Avashora Rukhibe Krishna Mone Vishas. One should have to have a faith that Krishna is going to protect me no matter what. But one has to have that faith. Without faith, no one can make progress in any situation in a life. One should have to have a faith. And that faith is bringing us close to Krishna's mercy. Krishna is always there to protect us, he is always there to take care of us. But as long as we have little even doubt about Krishna's mercy or faith, it is not going to work. It is not going to work. So we should have a faith similarly like a Draupadi. Krishna, you are the ultimate shelter. You are my ultimate protector. Please come and help me and bring me out from this severe situation. Then Krishna will appear. Not it. He will send his representative to give us so many other hints how you can come to him. That's why when we are doing the book distribution, when we are doing the prasadam distribution, we are always chanting the Krishna's name. Because we never know that by one single book, by one simple prasadam, one's life can be changed. There are so many examples out there. By simply accepting the prasadam, by simply honoring the book of Srila Prabhupada, the person surrendered to Krishna or came into Krishna consciousness. So, this movement, which is where we are following the instruction of Srila Prabhupada and our spiritual master, we are doing, we are trying to spread Krishna consciousness as much as possible. So more and more people will get benefit and can take shelter of Lord Krishna. And one day all of them can go back to Krishna's abode. So what time the class can be finished? 7:45. Okay. So I can continue. So I will conclude today's lecture here. Thank you very much for attending the class. Hare Krishna. ग्रंथराज श्रीमद् भागवतम की जय, जगत गुरु श्रील प्रभुपाद की जय, निताय गौर प्रेमानंदे हरि हरि.
Well, you can, the discussion can go until 8 because there's delay.
Okay, so somebody going to ask some question?
And yeah, you can ask.
If someone has any question regarding today's class, you may can ask. The speaker is on or not?
So we're gonna go to 8 o'clock.
8 o'clock? Okay. Yeah, and I'm asking if somebody has any question, they may can ask. Prabhu, I have already concluded the class, so I believe I have already concluded the class. Yeah.
Yeah, usually during Kartik, we go till 7:45. And 8 o'clock, we do Guru Puja, and then 8 o'clock, the doors open. Normally it's 8 o'clock, and we do Guru Puja.
Okay.
Since it's Kartik, we start a little earlier.
Okay.
But there was a mix up today with garlands and all that, so they decided to change the schedule.
Okay. Thank you all. Hare Krishna.
Shows Prabhupada.
Oh, okay, okay.